children still members of the Amish church?
Amish or conservative Mennonite, one or the other. I do have one child, and he's married, and he's the only one. He's with a more sort of a more liberal charity type church, and they have the internet. So I have a bit of glimmer of hope that possibly he might open up, but sadly he tends to be, if anything, I'm afraid he's going to go with these Amish that come out and then they get hooked into this fundamentalist Christianity, evangelical Christianity. They can be active on the internet, but they can be just as bad shit crazy as, and worse, Amish, as you well know. That's what I'm fearing. But he sees my posts on Facebook, and I'm fairly often posting various challenges to the typical accepted norms of Christianity. And I'm just hoping that maybe sometime he might have an epiphany. But all the rest are, yeah, they're in a bubble. They're not allowed to have internet. They're pretty well, the conservative Mennonite part of the family, which is a larger part now, they all have cars, electric telephone. They even have cell phones, but they're called, instead of smartphones, they like to joke and say they're dumb phones because they don't have any internet connection. They may have computers in their businesses, but it's only for the bookkeeping. And then I have one daughter that's with the Hoover Mennonites in Rich Hill, Missouri, that's ultra-conservative, more conservative than most Amish are. And then I have one daughter that's married right in the community of Amish here that I'm amongst here in Maine. So that's so the majority of the family is that Mennonite Amish bubble.
Yeah.
I don't think that any religion should trump accepted science. Established science is science. It's truth. Now, one thing about people say, especially the creationists, say, well, science sometimes changes. They'll say, oh, well, now we understand that the theory of relativity, that's Einstein, may not be quite accurate. Maybe it's a string theory that we're looking at now. But still, the basis of science is there. That's the good thing about true science is it learns, it questions, it grows, it develops. But there's some basic constants that stay the same, like the theory of gravity or the theory of evolution. It's not an iffy theory like I think it might rain tomorrow. This is an established, peer-reviewed and often tested by many scientists. And after 150 years of attacks from all sides, the theory of basic principle of evolution by evolutionary biology remains firm and stronger than ever. And when you deny that type of education to your children, you're denying truth to them. And they cannot grow up to be the proper citizens of this country. This country is built upon science and applying that knowledge of science to be the country that it is. It may not always have been applied properly, like we might question the use of the atomic bomb in World War II. That might not have been the best use of technology, but still, it's what we know and what we accept in so many other aspects of our lives. So I really think that now that all schools should have accredited teachers that can teach proper science, and if they want to teach the Bible, let it be taught as a I don't know, as comparative to other religions, but not that it's I know this is a touchy subject, but I just think that school should be where we can learn truth and what's been proven to be true. Just like to be in a school that teaches that homosexuality is a death sin, when we know full well that being gay is just as normal as being left-handed. 10% of any given population are left-handed people, and it's the same with gay. And 10% of any given population, there's about 10% of gay people that are born with that natural tendency. And until we are able to dispel the religious myths around that and the homophobic attitudes, we're going to always continually have these problems in society today. That was a hard thing for me to wrap my brain around. Even after I left religion and realized I didn't believe it, I still had a lot of homophobic attitudes in my mind. Like, oh, I couldn't stand to think of, two men being together. That just grosses me out. But now I realize it may not be my thing, but hey, if that's who you are, then there's nothing wrong if it's consensual. You should be able, as an adult, to love the person who you love.